Oh.
1 second, bro.
Oh. So, lads. Welcome back to the Red Cartel Show. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. Smash the likes up on your way in. Hit the sub button up as well if you are new. Join the memberships as well and get your 115 emojis in for the 115 Blue Nose Berties. We are joined by Reacts. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know if he's here right now. He just said 1 sec, so maybe he's doing something. Maybe he's gone on his computer or whatever. But big up to every single one of you lot. As I say, smash that like button up, hit that sub button up. We're trying to get to 3K before the end of the month, if possible. All that good stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? We absolutely mauled, destroyed the Berties. You know what I'm saying? They're so rattled on Twitter. It's absolutely wonderful to watch the meltdown of the Berties. They have been absolutely fuming all weekend, talking about it's our cup final. Listen, mate, we already played you in a cup final and we beat you, pal. Yeah, I mean about it's our cup final, pal. I think they have a bit of irony, mate. Need a bit of irony. You got an echo, by the way. You've got a bit of irony there, pal. Do you get what I'm saying? Talk about our cup final, mate. We are the biggest club in the world, mate. Yeah, the only reason you're known is because you're known as Man United's, noisy neighbours, pal. Big up to Kaz for the raid, by the way. I'll get into the comments in a minute. But what are you saying, Reacts, bro?
I'm not saying much, man. Depressed.
Speak for yourself there, pal. Speak for yourself there, mate.
We're on the most pathetic unbeaten run I've probably ever seen in my lifetime of supporting Liverpool. And yeah, our top 4 competitors look way stronger than us, man. And yeah, it's spooky hours, man, because we're going to get played off the park by XABI midweek. So what can you do?
Can I just say, I cannot wait to play you lot in, mate. We were just talking about on Kaz's chat. I cannot wait to play you lot on. Because if we play like that, the way we played yesterday, so on Saturday against you lot in May, I'm not being funny. It could be 5 or 6. It could be 7. It could be 8 or 9. It could be 10. It should have been 10 the other day. And it could be 10 against you lot. If we play like the way we played the other day against you like that in May, and we're playing 1 game a week as well, so we're not going to get fatigued. And you lot are trying to, go deep in the. You won't go deep in the Champions League. I said, you road to Budapest is a load of waffle, mate. You're getting banged as soon as you play an half-decent team. Yeah, you play a Bayern Munich, you play a PSG, you're getting spanked 3 or 4-0 away from home. Do you know what I'm saying? But honestly, you lot, I cannot wait to play you lot. If we play when we play you lot in May, it's going to be absolutely a demolition job when we play you lot. But that is neither here or there, isn't it? Do you know? So that's neither here or there. Anyways, we'll talk about a lot. We'll talk about you lot. I know you drew. You bottled it to Burnley, 1-0 up. Yeah, we had a penalty as well. Vert's got his. I'm only saying second goal, by the way, because that goal.
It counts, bro. No, it's a part of the bet.
It don't count. I don't count.
It don't count.
Chat. I'm not counting. They changed the rule for him to score.
Because you're literally shitting yourself about the bet now.
Well, I'm not, because he's got to score 5 more, and he's not scoring 5 more. But anyways, yeah, bro, and you can't play Wolves and Fulhams and Burnleys every week, can you? But anyways, you go and look at that goal that he scored against Fulham, right? And it's like, bro, they said, oh, we're going to do a bit of leeway for it. Because it was obviously like 5 millimeters offside. Then
come on.
Then Mason Mount's, why you're screaming into your mic, by the way, like really loudly. Then Mason Mount gets a goal against Man City, and then they decide to rule it offside when it's the exact same incident. It's the exact same. In fact, the Cunha one, you could argue, is even more onside than Vert's, but they decide to not give Mason Mount his goal, but Vert's goal. It just seems like they burnt the rules and make up as they go along. I'm not counting that goal. It was offside. He's on 2 goals. If he's that good enough, he can go and get 8 anyways. You bet at the start of the season. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't play Wolves. You can't play Burnley every week.
Pal. You didn't bet at the start of the season, Mr. Burnley and Wolves.
Hold on.
Listen, 8 goals. He's won.
What's it? Give me freedom. Give me fire. Florian Wirtz needs Burnley or he retires. That's what it is, pal. It's a great finish, to be fair. Great finish. It was a top bins. But you lot bottled it, mate. You absolutely bottled it. And I personally think it's because Man United are on your neck and you were looking over your shoulder going,
no, I don't think it was anything.
They look scary, mate. I can't lie. The way they dealt with the Berties, I can't lie. They look a bit scary. I think you're a bit intimidated by Man United at the minute. I think you're looking at us going, oh, we got Old Arsenal do us a job next week. Yeah, I'm saying, who have you got next week? Bournemouth away. Bournemouth, though, did they win this week? No, they played tonight, don't they? But they won the last game, didn't they, against Spurs? No, is it Spurs? I don't even know. I know they beat Spurs a few weeks ago, but obviously that was Semenyu's last game, innit? So they've got no Semenyo, but that'll be a tricky game. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to that be tricky. I can imagine Liverpool maybe stinking out a 1-0 win or something like that. I can see that. But that'll be a tricky game for Liverpool. So, yeah, I mean, playing up, not being funny, you lot don't look convincing at all. You look absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
No, we ain't beating Bournemouth. I think we'll lose the next 3 games.
I don't think you'll lose to Newcastle at home or City at home. I could see one of those games being a win, and I could see maybe a Newcastle getting a draw. I could see you beating City at Anfield. I can.
We're getting slapped by Marseille and we're losing to Bournemouth for definitely.
Oh, you're talking about your Marseille game, including that. Yeah, okay. I think you got what? You got Marseille, Bournemouth, then Newcastle, no?
Yeah. Newcastle's a 6-pointer.
It is for the relegation scrap. Yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, I don't think you'll lose to Newcastle though. I'm not saying you'll win, but I'm not saying I don't think you'll lose. Do you know what I'm saying? Smash the likes up, I know. I say they've got 40 people inside, only 7 likes. Get these likes up to 20 likes, people. Come on, man. It massively helps me as a small creator. Do you know what I'm saying? Boost the algorithm and all that stuff. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat, man. Big up lads, big up Diego, big up Kevin, big up Chills, big up Lion Point. Our away form is no way you lose to us. That's a Newcastle fan speaking, by the way. Yeah, I'm saying. He's probably right.
Our home form, we're shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when two worlds collide, you get what I'm saying? I don't even know what happens, but when 2 worlds collide, it can happen. So I'm thinking probably a draw. You got a mad echo, bro. You need to sort out.
Well, what echo is it?
But when I speak, I can hear myself. When you get close to your mic and I speak, I can hear myself. You know what I'm saying? Newcastle away are rubbish, so are we, to be fair. Exactly. Not being funny, mate, but I think you might have to just... I think United can get 3rd this season. I think we can end up with 3rd. And I remember I said that a few months ago and people laughed at me. People laughed at Man United getting 3rd. And I said a few months ago, we can get 3rd place. I said we're finishing above Chelsea and Liverpool. Just before the Bournemouth game, I said we're getting 3rd place. And yeah, everyone laughed at me. Well, I have to say now, you're shitting bricks, aren't you? Because if we
However, mate, it's only been 1 game, let's be honest.
If we beat, well, it's been 22 games, but yeah, all right.
Whenever under Carrick.
Right. There's been 22 games this season and we're stuck 5th place right now.
Listen, you can't hold me accountable because you even said you're winning the FA Cup. We haven't spoken since you got knocked out of the FA Cup. You said you was going to win the FA Cup.
Yeah. You said you was going to win the Premier League. You said you was going to win the Premier League at Old Trafford. When you come to Old Trafford this season, you're going to get banged. You said you was going to do a guard of honour at Old Trafford. What happened? You're going to come to Old Trafford and hold 4, mate. So we'll see about that one, pal. We'll hold you to that accountability when we'll get there. Do you get what I'm saying? Whoopie-doo, I've got a prediction wrong. Yeah, I'm saying you won't win nothing this season either. We're both leaving this season with the same amount of trophies, mate. You're winning nothing. You're winning nada. After you spent 500 million. In the summer, we're going to go out and we're going to go and spend more money. Going to spend it correctly. Get proper midfielders in. You just got rejected by Mark Gay, by the way, despite bidding more money. That makes no sense. Do you get what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the biggest club in England. They bidded more money for a player and he rejected him. That could never be my club. Shout out to Chills, by the way. We were talking about the scrutiny Man United get, even from our own ex-players, Gary Neville, because we just are the biggest club in the world. That they always talk about. They never talk about you. No one's actually speaking about you. Real talk. No one is speaking about Liverpool in Sky Sports. None of them. They're all clowning Man United. We're 1 point behind you. You're Premier League champions, and you just spent 500 million, broke the British transfer record twice, not once, twice. Yeah. Oh, Isak's injured. What's Invert's doing? He's got 2 goals.
You say no one speaks about us. You do weekly shows.
I'm talking about Sky Sports
shows, and I watch your shows, and you're sat there halfway.
Yeah, but that's me. That's me. I'm talking about mainstream media, bro.
Fuck the mainstream media. Talk sport, talk about us all the time, and they're fucking talk shite. Jamie Carragher's always fucking slating our players. Always.
No, he's not. He's always talking about United. He's always on about United. What are you talking about? He's talking about Mo Salah. He slates Mo Salah because he's got an agenda against Mo Salah. They're saying that.
Of course, people talk about Liverpool, bro.
United get the most clicks. That's the Liverpool fan, by the way. You're saying that United get the most clicks. You speak about everyone else's club, you don't get no clicks. That's why people sit there and used to say to me, why does Grealish get more hate than Rashford? And people used to try and correlate it to being a race thing. I said, it's not a race thing. It's the fact that no one cares about City, whereas people care about United. If Grealish was at United, he'd get more hammerings than he is at City. because everyone cares. No, you talk about Liverpool, you don't get clicks. You don't write about Man City because you don't get clicks. You write about United, clicks, mate. Because we're the biggest club in the world, and the sooner you accept that, I'll go cool. You accept it. But the fact that you come on here and you sit there and waffle about you're the biggest club in England, and a lot of your fans try and do it, but you're not though. You're not
because we're not. We won the most trophies in England, mate. That's what I care about.
That don't make you the biggest club in England, though. That makes you the most successful club.
Well fucking done. You sell more shirts than us. Whoopie fucking do.
We're not talking about shirt sales, and that's not even true, by the way. Liverpool sell more shirt sales because a lot of
what is it buy shirts. Before we go madly off topic, what is the main thing for you that actually puts us above us? Because you don't.
The fact that everyone cares about us more.
Sorry.
Accomplishments is Man United, by the way. I don't know where you got that from. As I say, if you hold on, if you take out League Cups, we're on the same trophies, mate. So I don't know what we're doing here. If you take out League Cups, the big three, I don't want to go on a tangent because this is kind of thing. You talk about Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, 13-2, 3-6.
You don't like league titles. You don't like league titles.
Okay, we do league titles. We've still got 2020, 3-6, 13-8. We've got the most. We won a treble. We've done 2 3-peats. We've dominated 13 league titles in 21 years. We put English football on the map. We were the first English team to win the European Cup. I can carry on, Bal. We've got the most doubles in England. Doubles in England.
Oh my
most Ballon d'Or winners in England. We did it all. You know what I'm saying? Come on, mate.
Put England on the map.
You've won 2 league titles in 35 years, pal. What is really and truly? How are you a big club?
2 league titles in 5 years.
Yeah, 2 in 35 years. I'm saying.
No, 5.
I cool, but two in the last 35. I'm saying 2 in the last 35, and 2 in the Premier League.
What about fucking you? What about your club? You slated
us. Won 13 in that time.
Mate, you're halfway to 30 years, mate. So before you know it.
Yeah, but we ain't getting to 30 years.
Oh, you can't just say we ain't getting to 30 years.
Well, you can't say we are. If I can't say we're not, you can't say we are because you can't. None of us can predict. For example,
when you won the league,
For example, no one can predict 10 years time, bro. 10 years ago, Newcastle got relegated. Now they're in the Champions League. You can't predict these type of things. You can't just sit here and say we're gonna go 30 years because you would have said to Arsenal 5 years ago they're gonna go 30 years, and now they're gonna win the league this year.
Hey, we never know.
Yeah, but I think they will, won't it? But cool, that's again, we don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You can't predict. If we go 30 years at a league title, then we'll still be the most spoken club in England. That's definitely a fact. But
well, yeah, because
if we go 30 years at a league title,
Manchester United go 30 years at a league title. Obviously, it's going to be spoken about. Isn't
you can say we go 30 years about a Champions League. I wouldn't be opposed to that because I don't really have that. That's the one competition I don't ever have chest of us winning. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I think the only team really that can have chest of winning the Champions League is Madrid because they're the only team that seems to find ways to win it. Whereas every other team usually wins it, but they don't really go into the season saying we're going to win the Champions League.
I've said Liverpool will win the Champions League before.
Yeah, but did you win it this season? You said you're going to win it.
The season I said we was going to win it, we got knocked out. Atleti. The season
there you go. That's what I'm saying. So the season you can go into it saying you're going to we'll win the Champions League, we'll win a lot and all that stuff, but really and truly, it's just you putting a fan at like. I'm United. When you're sitting there mocking me saying we're going to win the FA Cup, I'm Man United, bro. This is how I grew up on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we won't win the league because I know we're not going to win the league. So I don't say we're going to win the league. The last time I said we were going to win the league was Mourinho's second season. Do you get Mourinho's third season, in fact, when he got sacked. Yeah, bro. I'm Man United, bro. Every trophy I go into, every League Cup, every FA Cup, I say we're winning. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what I grew up on. I grew up on Man United winning. Always trying to win competitions. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the standard we got. And once we get that midfield sorted, pal, I can't lie. We are going to be a scary sight for this Premier League, mate. Because you saw yesterday what that team can
do. Are you Carrick in then?
It doesn't. I'd give him to the end of the season like he's interim, bro.
Because the managers you're being linked to are kind of stinky, if I'm honest.
If Enrique's available, don't matter what manager, what Carrick does, I'd get Enrique in. If Enrique's available.
Yeah. Were you taking Tommy Tukes?
See, this is what I'm saying. Thomas Tuchel could win you a Champions League. He could, but
yeah, but the football.
He's not a United manager, is he? He's not a United manager. You know how it is. When people sit there and say United DNA, we've got a way. It's a true thing. We've got a way of doing things. Got a way of doing things. He's not a United manager.
The thing is, though, if you wanted Thomas Tuchel, surely you want him in really early because let's say he does well with England. Like that's going to be played until the middle of July, the World Cup. So the pre-season is going to be a bit all over the place. So I don't think you will get Thomas Tuchel. I think De Zerbi would be an interesting choice, but De Zerbi is the type of dude that would fall out with your owners.
I guess we'll see, bro. I guess we'll see. As I said, if Enrique's available, I'm getting Enrique. I know who you're getting, though. You're getting Xabi Alonso in the summer.
He's not even my first choice.
Don't matter if he's your first choice or not. He's your club's first choice. You're getting him. You lot waffling about any Liverpool fan that thinks they're getting Enrique, by the way, that is delusional. Because if Enrique's available, he's coming
You
to
shouldn't
one.
even try and get a Luis Enrique.
If he's available, he's coming to one. I'm not saying you wouldn't get. I think you'll go for Xabi Alonso anyways. But if Enrique's available, he's coming to one side in one side in red that plays in England, and it'll be Man United. He won't be coming to you lot. Trust me, pal. You can get De Zerbi, yeah, you can get De Zerbi, but I don't think you will. I think you get Xabi Alonso. He's an ex-player as well. You know, he gets it, like, he's a proper scouse, you know, like, you know, that stuff. Like,
The thing is with Xabi Alonso, I'm not really too much of a fan of his football.
Have you watched his football at Leverkusen? How many games at Leverkusen did you watch?
What, the season won the league or just overall?
Just overall.
I watched him in Europe, and then when I actually picked up how they was actually doing, plus when at the time when Jurgen got sacked, that's when I actually took more of an interest. Like, he was playing a back three, then at Madrid he's playing a back four. So at both clubs he's kind of mixed up the systems, and I just Xabi Alonso. Yes, he's a Liverpool legend. That doesn't mean we need to go for him. I just want a manager that's going to win me trophies. I personally, and Alonso's only been a manager for about 4 years, so he's very young in the game still. Went to Madrid for 7 months, got sacked. Did 2.5 years at Leverkusen and did a stint at Sociedad. I don't know if he's ready for Liverpool yet.
Let me just address this, by the way.
Sorry?
Let's see how Man United do with Hicks and Gillette. Listen, that's your old ownership, innit? Glazers are the worst ownership in the history of the sport, mate. Yeah, if Glazers owned Liverpool, they would have gone out of business because they took $2 billion out of Man United in dividends. So let's not try that one.
Yeah, and we almost got.
We can all do blame ownership for our failures, because if we had a serious ownership, bro, we'd still be dominating now. We probably would have got Pep ourselves, and we would have been 4-peating. We would have been absolutely.
Yeah,
it would have been boring. It would honestly, it would have actually been boring. We would have won so much. We would have got so rich in success. It would have got boring when
but you're happy spending and giving the pockets to. That's what I don't get about Man U fans.
Yeah, but to be fair, can you name it? We've established Man United the biggest club in the world, bro. It will be. I understand the point where someone said that it's virtually impossible for United fans to boycott Old Trafford because there's always going to be someone. There's 40,000 season ticket people on the.
Okay, why don't you do
40,000 people on the waiting list?
Liverpool in the FA Cup.
What you say?
Why don't you do it? Why don't you do what you did against
Liverpool? Because people that did that got arrested. They're doing 3 to 5 years in prison. So unless you want 50,000 people to keep doing it, and they all get nicked and get put in prison for 3 or 5 years, it's not going to happen.
Do you know Man City jump on the pitch at the end of the season? I know it's a bit different because obviously the City owners don't really.
Glazers did the same thing, bro.
Yeah, we literally went into administration.
What a shit club! No, I'm joking.
What club? Mate, if you go there, mate.
No, but you know, so did the Glazers almost put us into administration, bro. The only reason we didn't is because Ratcliffe came along and gave them an injection of cash, or they had to.
We got sold for 500k.
Is it?
Yeah, 3 to 500k.
What year?
2010. But we had no.
So what you're saying is, right? Mark Goldbridge could have bought Liverpool.
I don't know how much Mark Goldbridge has.
Do you know how mental that? No, do you know how mental that is? Do you know if FSG sold you now, they'd get 4 or 5 billion. They invested 500k, and 16 years later, will get. Well, if they sold today, they're not going to sell today. But if they did sell today, yeah, they would get 16 billion. Do you know what? That
you will be worth 16 billion.
16 billion. Sorry, fucking 4 billion. What am I about? I don't want
to say what?
Yes, yeah. Sorry. Do you know what? That explains a lot. Yeah, how ungrateful your fans are, because the way some of your fans talk about FSG, and they're always slating FSG.
I've never really been FSG.
They save you from going out of business. Yeah, and that's how you treat them. That's how you treat them. Do you get what I'm saying? I think FSG are a good ownership. I think they could have spent more. I think they definitely could have spent more. over the years. But I also understand the fact that Liverpool, as you just said, Liverpool's finances were messed up when they joined. Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand they could have spent more, but they have spent now, and what happened? But they could have spent more in the Klopp era. I think they could have probably, they should.
Yeah, but I've got a theory.
Towards the end, and he wanted to keep the Hendersons, he wanted to keep the Milners and stuff like that.
Spend this narrative that we never really offered Jurgen the money. I think at times, he could have had some sort of a backing because we brought in Melo on deadline day, for Christ's sakes, on loan, and barely he kicked about 5 ball minutes against Napoli. That was it. But there was at times where Jurgen didn't want to spend. He even admitted it in press conference. I didn't want to spend. I was happy with what I had. He liked a small, tight-knit squad. Yeah, FSG. Yeah, FSG probably could have tried to have got him a Jude Bellingham, a Chouameni, etc. But let's be honest, man. It's not all down to FSG. Right now, it's down to FSG what's going on at the club because they're keeping a guy in a job that's not good enough, and everyone needs to be sacked.
Hear that, man? I hear that. Touch on what you make of Sky Sports thing. Put the fans in the box. Yeah, I remember we were speaking. I think Big Steve spoke about on the show I was on with him, and stuff like that. Yeah, I personally, people sit there and say they wouldn't do it, but if Sky Sports said to you they're going to pay you literally thousands of pounds, right, to go and sit in a box for 90 minutes, especially when it was City fans who got battered,
I'll do it.
You're doing it, mate. You're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah, you're doing it. Don't lie to yourself.
I'll do it for 500 quid.
Bro, that pays for Big Steve's season ticket and all these European away days. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how much they paid him.
Listen, I wish I could have a break from watching Liverpool right now. So I probably.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone would do that. Everyone would pay. Everyone would do that. Do you get what I'm saying? I've got no problems with anyone that does it. No problems with anyone that does goes on the Sky Sports box and sits in a box.
They need to get expressions on it, man.
Again, you probably couldn't pay. He's probably bucks, mate. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But yeah, bro. Yeah, I saw that picture of Big Steve, by the way.
Yeah, that's iconic.
I might have to get a wallpaper of that and put it on my wall, mate, or something. I don't know. Because
that's a bit zesty, that.
Okay, but listen, pal. You want to pack down, mate? Yeah, get a picture frame then. So that's what I meant to say. Get a picture frame to that, pal, because that was absolutely wonderful, mate. Never back Klopp into the COVID season. Yeah, you're probably right about that. But
he did get back though.
You're saying though that throw is probably due to the fact that Klopp probably himself didn't want to spend as much. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't spend big. What we're doing? We spent like nearly 200 million in 2018 when we brought Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Shaqiri at the time. You know, the only time
and you paid ridiculous wages. Yeah, when you won trophies, you gave out a ridiculous amount of bonuses to your players. You were paying hundreds of millions in bonuses.
FSG aren't bad owners. Their decisions at times piss me off. Yes. Like, I wish we had someone like Khaldoon for Man City that would actually come out and speak about the future of the club, the objectives, why the season failed. A bit of accountability. Someone like that, with like Tom Werner or FSG or John W. Henry, whatever, comes out and actually speaks to the club. I would actually appreciate them a lot more because at least you're actually coming on the camera and taking accountability instead of hiding behind a screen and letting Slot take all the blame.
Big up DJ, mate. Big up Mane, real Liverpool legend. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. Salah's back now, only.
I think
that AFCON was mental, by the way. I won't even watch it, but I watched the last like 15 minutes, and I heard that obviously, what was it like? Brahim Diaz, by the way, probably missed that penalty on purpose. I reckon he missed that penalty on purpose.
I don't know, man. He was in tears.
Yeah, after he lost, but he missed that penalty on purpose. You don't try and blame Trent. And I know because you know what it is? The Senegal players didn't celebrate the penalty miss. And you know when someone misses a penalty, you usually get in their face. You usually do a bit of a, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even celebrate when he missed the penalty. So for me, that's what I mean. I saw Luke, by the way. He was on the pitch at the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up to everyone, man. But yeah, anyways, Man United, absolutely. Are you not scared? Be honest. When you watch that United game, you're not scared about Man United now. Are you not like looking at it going, oh, do you know what? I'm looking over my shoulder going, if United play like that, if United even play like 80-70% of that level that they play against City in a few more games season, they're going to get top 5. Because we've only got 17 games left.
I wouldn't say I'm scared is the word. I watched about 70 minutes of the game. I thought it was good. I thought it should have been about 4 or 5. I thought you got robbed for one of the VAR goals. I think it was the third one. But you know, if I'm being honest, the thing is with Manchester United, Trafford, you're always going to get up for the big games. It's about your Burnleys where you drop points and stuff like that. If you start winning those games, then yeah, the top 4, top 5 races is going to be even harder. I mean, we don't even know if the 5th place is correlation yet. Like that's not even been confirmed. So
yeah, but it is going to get correlation.
Well, let's say it does, then it's still tight for teams like Liverpool to make it. Newcastle's could be in the race.
Yeah, Newcastle in the race.
But
it's the way we played, I think, was probably a better performance than I've seen Newcastle play all season.
Yeah, you had a bit of spirit because you got a guy that knows the club.
No, but it wasn't the spirit, bro. We battered them. We could have put 10 past them. Donnarumma literally stopped it from being about 7 or 8-0. We battered
that Donnarumma where Casemiro should have scored, that save was ridiculous.
The save from Bremu and all that, bro. And also we scored. As I say, we scored an offside goal in the last minute, which should never be ruled offside by the logic of Wirtz's goal against Fulham. And we scored 2 offside other goals in the first half. Bro, we put the ball in the back of the net 5 times. We battered them. We battered them from pillar to post. There's only one way to describe that performance. It was an absolute battering. Manchester United absolutely destroyed Manchester City that day. Do you get what I'm saying? Newcastle haven't played a lot all season, really. I don't think so. Liverpool probably haven't either. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea haven't either. Like, have any of you had that performance, especially against a bit? I mean, maybe you could say Chelsea against Barca. Maybe
Chelsea played good against us.
Yeah, maybe you could say Chelsea against Barca. I reckon that maybe that performance for Chelsea against Barca. But
yeah, Barcelona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But other than that, I don't think any of your teams have done that, bro. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I hear what you're saying because we have got Fulham in a few weeks. We got Arsenal this weekend or the weekend coming up. I think we could get a result. I doubt we will. I think we'll probably lose narrowly, but we could get a result.
Arsenal won 3 draws in a row, I believe.
Say that again?
I think Arsenal's on 3 draws in a row in the league.
No.
Liverpool, Forest, and there's another team as well.
No. Surely not.
No, Arsenal.
They're not. Because who did they beat? I'm sure they beat they beat Bournemouth. So it's actually, yeah, you're right. It's back-to-back draws though in a row. You're right about that. Yeah. Back-to-back 0-0 draws as well. So yeah, I'll be honest. If they play the way they played against Liverpool and Forest, we'll beat them because we've got better attack than both you and Forest. And we'll take one of our chances and beat them. I know we will, but I don't think they will. I think they'll be more. I think they'll be more up for it because they'll realize
if you guys can beat Arsenal, forget the Arsenal game. You've got about 5 games in a row where I think you should be able to pick up and get results. Like Fulham win, West Ham are shit. You'll beat Spurs. Palace is at Old Trafford. Everton away might be a bit tricky. 8 o'clock kickoff. Yeah. I think.
8 o'clock.
Then it's like the Villa Parks as well. But then Villa.
That's not Villa Park. It's Man United Old Trafford. Man United Villa at Old Trafford.
Oh, was it Old Trafford?
They've got a stinky record against us in general. For mine, Old Trafford, just in the Premier League, they've got a stinky record against us.
When you actually look at it, there's not that many games to go, you know. Now
they're going to be in the top 4 race as well. By the way, even Emery said yesterday that they're
shit. There's only 15 games left.
Saying about the top 5, yeah. I'm
15 games to go, man. No, this is it's going to be close. I think
it is. If we do beat Arsenal, though, I think people will start to respect us.
When do you play Chelsea?
I think it's.
Well, we already played them twice.
It's in April, I think. So it's in their running. It's in the running. It's away though. But I'm not. I don't care. With Chelsea, yeah. It sounds mad, but bro, we played them home away. Other than last season's 1-0, yeah, we lost because we were playing the Europa League final 3 days later. Bro, every time we play Chelsea, I'm confident, bro. We've got to just.
You got a good record on Stamford Bridge, you know.
Yeah, we don't really. I mean, we've lost the last 2 times there, but one was the Europa. As I say, one was last season where we finished 15th, and the Europa League final was 3 days after, so we rested all our players. And the other one was the 4-3 game where Palmer scored 2 goals in the last minute. So in general, Chelsea beat us twice in 7 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They've got a terrible record against us. I'm usually quite confident going into Chelsea. Yeah, so I'm usually quite confident going into Chelsea. So yeah, I speak about it closer to the time, but I feel like for now I'll take game by game. Yeah, I'm saying for me, it's the Arsenal game that I'm now looking at. But I think the Fulham game is also what I'm worried about. I just feel like it's gonna be a scrappy game. We're gonna have to try and win 1-0 or 2-1. Something. I don't think we'll put 3 or 4 past them and cruise through that game. I think that's a scrappy win written all over it, or scrappy draw or something like that. Win that game though. If we can get past these next 2 games with 4 points,
you'll beat Fulham.
If we get past Fulham and Arsenal with 4 points, I'm saying then it's the Palace and then it's Spurs. Sorry, then it's Spurs, West Ham, Palace, Everton. I think we'll slap up Spurs. I've said it now. We'll slap them up. I think then it's West Ham away, terrible record of their ground in recent years. I don't think we scored a goal at their ground in a while. Anyone know the last time we scored a goal at West Ham's ground? Actually, no, to be fair, we scored one against them last season, but we lost. We lost like 3 or 4 years in a row at their ground. We got a terrible record against West Ham away. Yeah, I'm saying. So that would be a difficult one. But Palace at home, we're banging them up. They're trash, mate. Glasner's on his way out. He might even get sacked before the end of the season.
I've seen they're going to keep him, though.
No, he confirmed he's leaving last week. He said he told Chloe wants to try and.
Oh no, I know he's doing that, but I mean, like in terms of the full seal, because now he's confirmed done now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, after all that, by the way, Gay ends up staying and Gay leaves. But he basically said that he feels like he's been abandoned. You know, they sold Gahey a day before a Premier League game. They sold Eze a day before the Premier League game. And as I say, I'm saying it now. I keep saying it. Prediction: Crystal Palace will go down within the next 2 years. The way that they sold all their best players, and they have a very decent.
They're going to get Mateta as well to Juventus.
They could sell Mateta as well. They got Lacroix might end up leaving, and Walton will leave in the summer. The way they've sold a lot of their best players, and they've bought players like Sosa. He's one of the worst players I've ever watched in my life. They bought that geezer, Jaden, I think his name is, from I think was it from Strasbourg? I don't know, from some French team, right, bro? I'll be honest, they could go down in the next 2 years. If they don't sort their stuff out, they'll go down in the next 2 years. They got lucky with Glasner because Roy Hodgson was their manager before, and they were probably going to be in a relegation scrap then. With how the relegation teams are moving now, Leeds and Sunderland, are only going to get better. And they're much bigger clubs than Crystal Palace, bro. Much bigger clubs than them. Yeah. Bro. After Glasgow, it could be all downhill, mate. And I'll be all here for it, bro, because I've got Crystal Palace cousins and they're annoying. So if they went down, oh, mate. Wonderful, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got
some 13 for Palace. They can hold that.
What do you think about this though?
What? Obviously, it's not going to happen, is it?
Why is it not going to happen? Why wouldn't you take him?
No.
Why not? Brahim Diaz is a top player.
I think he's average.
So what about is Salah back? By the way, Salah is back for the next game, isn't it?
Well, AFCON only finished. Well, Salah plays his last game on Saturday, so he might play against Marseille, or they might get a couple of days off. If not, we're definitely back for Bournemouth.
No, we're giving Mazraoui 3 days off. I'm kind of, as much as I wanted him to win it, just for him to win another trophy for himself and that, and obviously he's lost another final space for a year. I'm kind of also low-key kind of happy that he's not happy that he's lost, but it's like he's lost, so I know he's not going to be out celebrating, eating too much and stuff like that. He can just come back. He probably wants to get his head down, focus on United. As much as I would have liked him to win it for him, I'm saying I don't really care. He wins the AFCON. I'm saying I'll won it. Great, but I'm saying I'm kind of low key. I'm the same way. I'm kind of low key glad now. Ahmad got knocked out, bro, because then we got Ahmad back for the City game, and he absolutely tore Nathan Ake and Nico O'Reilly a new one. O'Reilly got booked within 4 minutes. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
do you think he will improve Manchester City? So I'll put back into
he'll improve them. He'll give him more depth because if Diaz especially with Gavardio being out for the season, he'll improve them. He probably, you could argue he's their best centre back in a minute, like in terms of.
I think he is.
You could argue that, like he'll improve him. I don't think
Ruben Diaz hasn't been at his best since his first season at City, where he won Player of the Year.
I don't think Gahey will I think he'll improve them, but I don't think he'll improve them enough to win the league. I don't think he's like a Van Dijk signing, like how Van Dijk was for you lot. I don't think he's gonna be that. I just think he's just a decent centre back. Do you get what I'm saying? Good centre back, should I say? He's a good centre back, and I feel like just put him in that team. He's slot right in, could be all right. Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, I don't think he's going to improve that much. I don't think he's going to make their defense better than Arsenal's, but he gives them more depth. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I'm saying. So when they have a few injuries, they can play him. So it is what it is, mate. Yeah, personally. But what about you lot? You lot aren't signing anyone in Jan, innit? Because that was the thing as well. When it was apparently Gahey asked about Slot, and they said no comment if Slot's going to stay in the summer.
Yeah, we're a proper mess in the transfer market right now. 1 minute we don't know who we want. Next we can't decide whether we want to move for that player or not. We're an absolute mess on and off the pitch in the transfer marquee committee. And to be honest with you, I don't see it changing anytime soon. Should have had Gahey done in the summer, man. Gahey should have been done in the summer. But we faffed about and messed about.
Is this true?
I have no idea.
I know we are going to get a midfielder, and I'm pretty sure now.
He's gone on a free in the summer. Surely you're best off just waiting until then, though.
You could be right, but I guess we need a body in now, bro. We need a body in now.
Maybe your best midfielder
on the United stand. Let me type it up on Twitter, bro.
United stand, you know. But yeah, getting 300k a week.
300k a week, yeah, no. That is mental. That is mental, but it's City are becoming like Madrid. Madrid do that. Madrid put players on mad wages, bro. If they're bait on 600k a week,
they've got no choice.
You can afford it. You might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? Neves or Gomez or Hackney. I have no idea. I've never watched Hackney play football, bro. Ruben Neves, again, I haven't watched him play football in years, and Gomez is a decent-ish player, but I think we should be for now. But yeah.
No, I would take Ruben Neves on a free. I think he's 28 now. So I think if you can get him in for 20 million, bit like what Man City are doing, I think it's good business.
300k for a stupid. 20 million for Neves is fine alone, but like 5-10 million might as well just buy him to be on this glory glow Man United second possible. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from the United stand. I've just gone on their Twitter. I ain't seen it. Yeah, I'm saying so. I guess we'll.
Are you still after Baleba?
Yeah, we're getting Baleba. Baleba's done, mate. Baleba's not done, but Baleba personal deal's done. We're gonna get Baleba. We want two of Baleba, Walton or Anderson, right? We want two of the three. Baleba is done. Anderson's probably going to go City, and Walton depends on Champions League football, and if you lot come in for him. But if you lot don't come in for Walton, which will be a dumb decision. If Arsenal or you lot don't try and snap up Walton, it'll be a very bad decision for you. Because if we get Champions League football, we get our hands on him. We've got a midfield of what would be Baleba, Kobbie Mainoo, and Walton. Yeah, 3 midfielders, bro. I'm not being funny, mate. That's up there with the best in the world. That's like they were the best in the world. Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah. Nah. But for me, Wharton and Anderson I want.
Anyone got the sniffles after we beat City? Yeah, man. For me, it should be you lot and thingy over for Wharton. You lot and Arsenal for Wharton as well. You lot should be all over that. But this is the only club actually linked with Wharton. That's the fucking weird thing, isn't it?
I think he's available for 60 million, Ben Jacobs said.
Wharton?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal Palace are terrible at selling, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
sold Elise for 50 million. I know it was a release clause, but
how much did they sell Elise for? Wasn't it like 40?
Yeah, no, it's like 50 something like that. And they're probably going to sell Mateta for about 30, 40. Day for 20.
20 million is good with 6 months to go, but
yeah, but they let him go down at 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
They could have 35 offers, but Glasman decided to be a prick. And like other players, Mateta, they'll probably get like around 15, 20 M's. Yeah, I reckon they could actually go down in 2 years, you know. They're a bit like Wolves when they had lost all their best players. They're just
Or West Ham. West Ham won the trophy like them. West Ham were in Europe. West Ham were higher peak than Palace. They were in Europe for like 3 years.
Hope West
They
Ham
were in a Europa League semi-final. You know what I'm saying? And then they went down, bro. Like they could go down. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Leeds go down. We see Leeds go. Well, I didn't, but you know
they're 5 points adrift.
Before I was born, Leeds were the team before I was born. They won the league before the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? They were getting to Champions League semis and that. They went down. Like, bro, Crystal Palace are going to go down. I'm telling you. I'd love it if they go down. I'd absolutely love it. Do you know what I'm saying? Cheerio, lads. Do you know what I'm saying? Say hello to Leeds on your way down, pal. Yeah, I mean,
you know what? Fair play to Brentford. I thought they would get relegated.
Yeah, I thought they would as well. They're 5th or what? No, they're 7th now.
7th, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is of Anderson, bro, is that I think Anderson's going to go City. But if we could get Anderson, yeah, like if Anderson says United, he'll go United. Then we'll be over. I think we'll probably prefer getting Walton and Anderson and Baleba rather than Walton because we need a bit more athleticism in the team. We don't have much athleticism.
What's that guy you wanted in the summer? He's got like a funny ass nose. I forget his name.
Stiller.
Yeah.
We haven't had links. I think we're more looking at the Premier League proven type model, isn't it?
We need to do that, but do you know what? I'd be intrigued to see if someone tries for like a Tonali.
Bernardo Silva leaving in the summer. He's been leaving for about 5 years, hasn't he? Tonali, yeah. I'd see. Thing is, yeah, this summer I want Lewis Hall, but I found out yesterday Lewis Hall's family are all Newcastle fans, so that could be a myth. But they're selling Livramento probably in the summer to City. That's why City bought a right back yet. They're going to sell Livramento to them. So then it's going to be, you know, if they don't get Champions League football, which I don't think they will, I think we all don't think they will. Some of their players probably will look, maybe not Bruno G, but Tonali's probably looking at her and go like, bro, I didn't even want to be in the first place. They signed me because my old club knew about my betting charges and needed the money. I don't even want to be in the first place. I was winning the Serie A once upon a point. I was in the Champions League consistently in that. Bro, I could probably go and play for City. Like, for example, actually, in fact, if Man United get Anderson, City could go and get Tonali. Yeah, I'm saying, and the reality is I could see them probably losing Tonali this season. I don't think they'll lose Bruno G. Tonali and Livramento. But the thing is, they think they won't lose. They don't want to sell 2 of their best players in one window. But I'm like, bro, sometimes you just got no choice, brother. You need to learn from your mistakes of what happened with Isak, where you just kept him, and he just said doesn't want to stay. He's going to keep down in tools or whatever, and then sold him at the end anyways at 30 million less than you actually originally wanted for him.
Yeah, I reckon this window is going to go off.
Yeah, it's going to be a big window. Last window was a big window as well.
To Girona, West Ham tried to get him on loan.
Is it?
Yeah.
He cost Barca about 4 Champions Leagues, bro. That's a staking, mate. He cost about 4 Champions Leagues, I'm telling you. He cost him against you lot, first fucking 6 minutes. And he he pammed it into Origi's hand, into Origi's foot, sorry. Yeah. Still I haven't watched Hackney, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't tell you, bro. But with that, I think Kobbie Mainoo's quality enough. I wouldn't. If it was just up to me, depending on our funds, bro, I'd just be greedy. If we could get all 3, mate, because we'd have our midfield sorted for the next 10 years. Baleba, Walton, Anderson, and Mainoo. I'll be honest, mate. Where's the creativity? We've got the most creative player in the world, mate.
Who?
Bruno.
Oh, come on. Bruno's like 31. You're looking at the future.
And what do you think? What you think Mainoo and Walton and Anderson can't create? Maybe Baleba can't, but them 3 can.
We're talking about out and out.
Especially Walton. Walton's known for being the creator. He's just a deep line.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Yeah, but Bruno guarantees you GA.
We can get GA. We've got Cunha. We'll have Cunha. We'll have Ahmad. We'll have Mbuemi. We'll have Sesko.
So what's your formation you're thinking after the summer?
We say?
So how do you think your Man United will set up come after the summer?
I don't know because I don't know who we're getting. I don't think we're going to get all 3 of them, by the way. Mainoo needs a backup. Yeah, Walton could be his understudy.
I think he's all right, mate. Yeah. Now, Walton starts above Mainoo. I'm sorry, what?
That's what they're doing, Lumen. That's what they're doing. And Carrick isn't going to get the permanent job anyways, but they're having a meeting soon with Carrick about potential transfers. They are having a meeting, but yeah, bro, we got so much money to spend in the summer. If we sell Bruno for 80 million, Rasmus is going, Casemiro's going, Sancho's going, Rashford's going. That's bare money off the wage bill as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Casemiro's on 350, Sancho's on 250, Rashford's on 300, Bruno's on 300.
Yeah, but these are going for cheap. Like Rashford, you're getting
it's off the wage bill. You're not paying the money off the wage. You're paying 50 million a year left on the wage bill off of Casemiro. You're paying 12 million a year off the wage bill off of Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? So then you have an extra 30 million to spend.
Oh yeah, when you look at it from that perspective, yeah. But the thing is with Manchester United, I can't see a world where you just let them all go, because you are going to need somewhat backups. I think Casemiro as a backup isn't bad, but for what his contract is, it's not feasible. But I just don't see a world where Man United go out and buy like 6-7 players. Like last summer, you bought what, 3 players? No, 4.
4. Yeah, but we also had less money to spend last summer, and I also think, I think with different scenarios, I think we'll buy at least 5 players next summer. I think we should as well, at least 5. Depending on who those 5 are, but I think we'll buy at least 5 players next summer, at least. And I think we need to. I think we need to do a summer like maybe not as Galactico as you try to do, but we'd spend 300 million next summer. Yeah, minimum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, bro. I agree. I think we'll win the league next year if we get a great summer and get the manager right.
What?
What do you mean? What?
I don't think anyone's catching Arsenal.
Have you seen the state of their attack?
Yeah, they'll get improvements.
Saka's washed. They're going to sell him. They just gave him a new deal. Trossard's 31. Martinelli's terrible anyways. Trossard's leaving in the summer. Gyökeres, Odegaard's trash, bro. They've got too much holes to fix in that attack, bro. I'm telling you, if Man United get the midfield right and get the coaching right, we can be at their level. 100%. And
the defense.
We've already got individually better attackers than them. Like Sesko is better than Gyökeres. Ahmad and Mbeumo are, you could argue, better than some people would argue better than Saka.
Yeah, you've got a better attack than them. But when it comes to
Bruno,
midfield,
better than Odegaard.
When it comes to defense, they eat you alive.
Yeah, that's sort of the way they're set up.
Plus, you guys need 2 new fullbacks. I'm sorry, I think talk about winning the league. Dorgo ain't gonna win you the league. Like, let's be real. Dallo, shite. Maguire, shite. Delete. How much is Delete on? Would you keep Delete?
Yeah, we are keeping Delete. Why wouldn't we keep Delete?
Well, you're gonna keep your best mate, Lenny Euro.
Of course, Lenny Euro will be much better next season as well. We're just having a bit of a bad patch in a minute, but Lenny Euro. Yeah, bad patch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like McAllister has done. McAllister's been terrible for 6 months.
The thing is with McAllister, it's a bit different. McAllister looks absolutely exhausted. Yeah,
you're right. But young centre-backs always have bad patches. How many good young centre-backs do you know? Varane's probably the only one I could think of. I'm talking about like 19 years old, young. Like Varane was the only one I could think of. You know what I'm saying? You don't get even defenders in general. Forget just centre-backs, full-backs as well. They just don't do well when they're young. Do you know what I'm saying? You won the league with Nunes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it can click, bro. What you think? What happens next season if Arsenal? Yeah, Arsenal been going there for 3 or 4. Bro, Arsenal been going there for 4 years, bro. Like, people, you can think it's delusional all you want. I don't care, bro. I think United are not that far off. I think you can see a team go a year backwards and a team go a year forwards, and all of a sudden we could be above them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely can change over. I do agree that we do need to obviously improve. You know what I'm saying? But I think our defense is much better than what we've seen, because a lot of the time Amorim was isolating our defenders. For example, Eddie Euro was isolated against Morgan Rogers playing right back when he's a centre back. Yeah, I'm saying when you have a system, you have a bit more control in games. Your defense is less exposed. Yeah, I'm saying your midfield's more compact. That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now, Saliba's made loads of mistakes.
Yeah, but Saliba broke through when he was 22 because he got sent out on loan a few years, bro. Lenny Euro's never been sent out on loan once.
He was on Marseille for 2 years, I think.
Yeah, he was. He was at Marseille for 2 years. And he was also at Saint Etienne before, innit, for a year. Yeah, I'm saying then he came in for Saliba. Saliba's made better mistakes as well. Saliba didn't even have a good season last year. When Gabriel got injured, Saliba was terrible. He's been really good this year, to be fair. But
Saliba's never been Arsenal's best centre back. It's always been Gabriel.
yeah, Saliba's obviously good, but he does make mistakes. Like a lot of young centre backs do.
Saliba just looks more flashy and a lot more people like sexy on the eye.
And Heaven's a proper player. I can't lie. Aiden Evans a proper player. Proper player.
What's that Lucky dude? Do you rate him? He got sent off.
Lacey, you mean?
Lacey.
The Scouser Turk Mank, that one. The one that's one of you lot, but he's actually one of us. You know what I'm saying? His family's tried to convince him to be a Liverpool fan. He said, no, I'm a Man United fan, mate. I'm a Mank. Do you get what I'm saying? That could never be us, by the way. Do you know what I mean? That could never be us, mate. Imagine a Mank. You know what I mean? His family are Manx and he turns Scouts. That could never be us. Do you get what I'm saying?
I've seen it before.
Could never happen. You tell me, you name one. Yeah, you can't, pal. Thought not, mate. And that happened as well with Rooney, but...
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I know he's not a Mancunian, but he was a Liverpool fan.
That's not the same as Shea Lacey's family is born and bred Liverpool. He is a Scouser, yeah, and his family are Liverpool fans, and he's a Man United fan, and they've always tried to convince him to be a Liverpool fan, and he's also 18, bro. He's not 17, in fact. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna like, you know what I'm saying? He could be that's something right winger in the 10. Do you get what I'm saying? Let him learn his traits. You get what I'm saying? Play a few cup games here and there. He's obviously, I think Lacey's got a lot of talent about him. You know what I'm saying? I think Lacey in 2 or 3 years' time, you'll start to see how good he actually is. But yeah, I don't think he'd be a squad player, bro. I wouldn't want to start Lacey right now. You know what I'm saying? We want to go for titles. You don't start Lacey. You know what I'm saying? You want to go for titles. You don't start Lacey. Did you start? Trent was probably one of those players you did start, but there's probably young players out there that you haven't started and you waited till they got a bit older. I mean, to be fair, your academy is quite mid, so you know what I mean. It's really mid. In fact, it's not even quite mid. It's like mid. Crystal Palace level mid.
Mid.
Yeah.
When was your last successful academy player?
Well, you're about to find out tomorrow, mate, when you play him.
Oh, we're not talking about him though.
Okay, cool. Kobe Mainu.
Yeah, but we're not counting that scumbag.
Okay, cool. We can count him. We can count him because he's I don't know if he still is.
Yeah, but no.
He had like 13, 14 goals in the league going. Yes, we can, because we're not talking about him as a person. We're talking about him as a player. Because if we talk about him as a person, we start disrespecting Kenny Dalglish and Luis Suarez and stuff.
How
much of a scumbag they were, pal. Let's not go there, pal.
Listen, we're not doing this again. Yeah.
As I say, you could talk about him. You could talk about Kobe Mainu. You could talk about Rashford. Even Rashford's better than the average academy player. You could talk about Paul Pogba. Yeah, I'm saying you can go.
What?
You can go as far as you want, pal.
Oh my! We'll talk about
21 goals this season. He's got.
Marcus Rashford broke out your academy 10 years ago. What about now?
What is your academy producing in the last 10 years?
What?
Trent, that's it. Trent, that's it.
I'm sorry, but I'm having Harvey Elliott, even though we got it from Fulham.
He didn't even come from your academy.
Yeah, he came into he got put in the academy when he's.
Okay, cool. I'm counting Amad Diallo, and he's better than Harvey Elliott.
How old was Amad Diallo when he came?
Diallo was 17 when he joined us.
What? He's old enough to drive, mate. He's not a kid.
He's legally not an adult. So who you having Harvey Elliott over? Harvey Elliott over Rashford? Are you mad?
I think Harvey Elliott's a baller.
Is Harvey Elliott better than Marcus Rashford?
What, prime Rashford or just Rashford?
No, just Rashford. Just Rashford. Don't matter prime Sunday, twice on a Monday, whatever. Is Harvey Elliott a better player than Rashford? Who's done nothing? Can't even start for Aston Villa.
As a footballer, I think Harvey Elliott's actually better. What is Rashford good at?
Well, he scored over 100 goals for Man United, mate. So that's better than anything Harvey Elliott could do in his life.
Yeah, in the space of 10 years. Took him 10 years to get there.
So why can't Harvey Elliott score 100 goals for you lot? He's been at your lot's team for ages.
Well, maybe because Harvey Elliott played as a fucking midfielder and Rashford was playing as a striker.
Harvey Elliott was backup right winger at times.
Harvey Elliott never played a right wing, bro. Barely. So you're telling me you think Marcus
Rashford's at Barca now. Yeah, you're right. I don't even rate Rashford.
I mean,
he's at Barca. Cool. You're making me glaze Rashford. Nah, I really don't.
Bro, Barcelona's signed fucking Depay, Jorginho Dest. Bro, they've signed bums over the past couple of years.
Right, but right now that the current champions of Spain, they're going to do it back to back. They're going to do probably back to back domestic trebles, and they've got Rashford, who's got
Conor Bradley.
Conor Bradley. Okay, Alvaro Corrales, by the way, he starts for Real Madrid, mate, left back.
Curtis Jones.
He's decent, to be fair. That'd have been better than Conor Bradley.
Yeah.
His face has gone all red, lads. He is absolutely struggling. It is once again a cook session from the Big Touchline Facts, pal. As I say, do not send for the king, mate. Do not send for the king. Anyways, just for a wrap up, score predictions this weekend: Bournemouth, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United.
Where are you at again?
Emirates away.
Arsenal. I reckon. I'm actually going to go 2-1 Man U.
And
Bournemouth, I don't know. I've got a weird feeling about that. I just thought of Mbeumo just like tapping in at the back stick for some reason. 2-1.
Bournemouth, Liverpool.
I'll never predict us to lose. From base of that metrics, I'm going
1-1 or something.
1-1. No, 2-2.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1-1 in your game, and my heart is telling me 2-0 United against.
What time kickoff is that game, by the way?
4:30. Sunday. So it's the main event, as we always are. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal. But yeah, my heart's telling me 2-0 United, but I'm gonna go my head and go 2-1 Arsenal.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah. Another one. Thank you, McTominay.
Oh God.
He just won Serie A Player of the Year. Thank you. Gomez at Marseille. Bro, our academy clears yours, bro. It's not even a joke. Our academy actually.
McTominay.
Oh my gosh, that's mad. Yeah, McTominay. Bro, McTominay just won Player of the Year, mate. At Serie A. What are you talking about? Anyways,
you
have to go. I'm on the catch up at 6:30. Anyways, I've got to wrap up, people. Peace. Big up to everyone in the chat, man.